What's up, YouTube? Pastor Bob, bringing you another coin today. Otherwise, I wouldn't be the coin guru minister, right? So, in front of you, you have a key date, 1899 Philadelphia. There's only 330,000 of these actually minted. So they're very rare. This is in VG, a fine. Not a bad overall coin. Should be straight up. Now I get a details grade. Yeah, pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. When you get into see, everybody thinks it's just Carson Cities or 1890 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. But there's a lot of different dates that you got to look for that are rare and worth a lot of money. And this happens to be one of them. So what I suggest to everybody is you got to take a look through when you collect the Morgans. Take a look through. Look at your red book, right? I suggest if you have the money, buy yourself a mega red book. Look inside of there and look how many of each year and from each mint, how many were actually minted. And, let that be your guide on how you're going to purchase coins into your collection, into your Morgan collection. I find that it's much easier to try to get some of the harder ones like these out of the way. I just wait because I'm in no rush. But when you see them, and they look pretty good, you better snag them up because they're not easy to find, to be honest with you. I mean, it really depends on what level of collecting that you're doing, too. If you're looking for extra fine and above, you're going to pay through the teeth anyway. If you're looking for, mint state, I suggest that you have 3 jobs if you're collecting Morgans. And if you want MS65, I hope you come from a millionaire family because you're going to need it. I mean, even this coin is $200, $220. I mean, that's what they cost. They're rare. They're hard to find. So, keep that in mind. But I did want to bring it to you and show you the coin and have you take a peek at it and teach you a little bit about them. I mean, the thing about Morgans is you got to, and it has some good toning. I mean, I like the toning. Some people don't like them dark. Some people only like the bright white. Some people only like the, proof likes or the deep proof likes or the cameo deep mirror proof likes or your rainbows. Man, I love them all. I'm not impartial. I don't want anybody to, peg me as being a racist coin collector. That would be bad as a minister. My God, that's funny. Anyways, so keep your eyes peeled when you're out and about. But here's something I want you to remember. Make sure that it's real. Bring yourself a pocket pinger. If you're not sure, you can pick them up probably on eBay and Amazon. Little pocket pingers, they work great. If not, you can also do the magnet slide test. There's apps that tell you, weight, thickness, dimensions. There's lots of things to do. Make sure that you trust sellers whenever you're buying from anybody. I don't care who it is. Look, anything can slip through the cracks. I was at a local coin dealer, and I'll just say in the New England area. And I was looking at this coin and I said, can I see that coin? He says, oh yeah, that's a nice coin. I was looking at it. I said, This is not a real Morgan. Oh, yes, it is. Don't tell me that. You don't know what you're talking about. I said, well, I've been collecting Morgans for about going on 51 years. I says, and I'm telling you, that's not a real Morgan. And he looked at me and goes, well, I don't think you know what you're talking about. I said, oh, okay. I said, pull that Morgan out over there. And we compared the Morgans. He's like, oh, my God. And then he put it on a metalytics machine, and it wasn't real. And he just looked at me, and his face turned red. He says, I feel embarrassed. I said, look, man. I said, anybody can miss them. I've missed them. I said, that's why you always got to have extra sets of eyes. Don't be overconfident. We're not graders, and here's the thing about graders. Even graders, they have their days when they're not perfect. And their eyes are trained to see certain things, right? Because they look at them every day. Well, I'm probably not Saturdays and Sundays. I'm sure they're off. But that's what they do. They sit in a room with special lighting, and a specific magnification. It's the same magnification and the same people. Now, not everybody's eyes are the same. That's why when they go through a grading process, usually it's a 5-step process. And well, I should say more like 6 steps. You have the in-processing. Then you have 3 graders. Then you have another guy or lady that's checking the coins to make sure that the coins are correct and that they're labeled and processed. And then you got shipping. So, there's a lot of sets of eyes on the coins as they're going through the process. And this is not just one company. Mostly every company out there that is a big name, like PCGS, NGC, ANAC, ICG, and especially, CAC. CAC's new on board too. Now, them guys are on it, right? Because they have a lot of standards to live up to, right? Now, granted, even though their little green bean or gold bean being on coins for so long, brought the extra money. Now they're going to be, now they're a full-fledged, encapsulated coin grading service, right? So my question is there too, not to get off track, who double checks their coins and verifies them. So maybe that's something that PCGS should get into, or NGC should get into, and they'll have their little beans, right? Maybe it'll be a square box, maybe it'll be a little rectangle for NGC and a little triangle or diamond for PCGS, and maybe it'll be a star for ANAC. Those are the things that maybe should be implemented into the coin collecting grading service come the future. Because now that they're a full-fledged grading service, I think that, if you're going to have a second set of eyes, why shouldn't everybody bring a verification on board that you could send a coin for verification? It won't cost you as much as it would to have it actually graded. They're just checking it for verification. There's really nothing besides that they need to do. And like I said, they'll come up with their own little type of holographic emblem that can't be copied, and they'll give you the verification. So maybe that's something to do in the future too. Anyways, I got off track. That's just something that I do from time to time. But hey, maybe if those guys are listening and watching my video, that's something that you need to implement yourselves. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the coin. Sorry I got off track. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Like, share, subscribe. Pastor Bob, I'm out of here. See ya.